welcome to my channel. I'm Eva, however some people do know me as Cecilia. This is definitely my first video, and I know that a lot of people have been waiting for this, especially because I do have my Instagram that's basically my fitness page, and I do post like my progress and some workout videos every here and there. And so I did go ahead and record one of my leg days, and that's exactly what this video is about. I'm going to be explaining it in a voiceover. For this video, I'm just going to be explaining basically like how my form looks and how many reps I do, what the workout is called. I might explain also like what muscles it targets, and I do want to apologize because I know that this video is a little late, but it's here and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's get on to the video. So the first thing I like to do is warm up my legs with the stairmaster for about 5 minutes. Okay, so the first exercise I'm doing right here is called sidewalks. I usually like to do 20 of them. If I can, I do a little more. So this exercise targets your side glutes, and it's really good for the glute activation. I like to do these with a lower squat, mostly because it gives more tension to my side glutes and it really activates the glutes. This next glute activation workout are the glute bridges, and I honestly love these. I always do it for my glute activation. It's just amazing. It literally activates every single part of your glutes, and I usually like to do about 20 of these, if not more, but usually at the end I'm already burned out. Sometimes I do like to add a little abduction at the very top, but this time I was really burned out, so I didn't. I always like to add a band just because it gives a little more tension and it stops my legs from shaking. A little tip for this exercise in specific is to really focus on that mind to muscle connection, just because this workout is really good and it's going to give you a good ass pump. The last glute activation I did for this day are squats, and it's literally just banded squats. At the top, all I do is really tighten my glutes so that I could get that extra tension. The first workout I'm starting off with are Romanian deadlifts. For this one, I really like to go really heavy, and I always like to start off my workout with a compound movement, which is just that it targets up like various muscles in your legs instead of targeting just one. For this workout, I like to do 5 sets of 10 reps. If I can't do 10, I usually like to do 8 or maybe 6. 5 sets does seem like a lot instead of 4, but I really like to do that just because when doing compound movements, I like to increase the weight as much as I can so that I could get that extra pump. When it comes to the form, always make sure that your back is straight at all times just so you won't hurt yourself, and also make sure that your feet are hip width apart and your arms are shoulder width apart. The next workout I'm doing are Sumo deadlifts, and this is also a compound movement, which is not only going to target my quads, but it's also going to target my hamstrings and my glutes. Same as the Romanian deadlifts, I do like to have my arms shoulder width apart, but however the feet are a bit different. They're a lot more separated than in Romanian deadlifts. Same as the Romanians, I do like to do 5 sets out of 10 instead of 4, and it really just depends on the weight. Usually I do like 8 reps if it's really high weight, or sometimes even 6. When going down, I don't really like to do a really low squat. It's mostly like just sticking my butt out a little bit. When it comes to my feet, I do like to have them like pointed outwards so that it targets my glutes a lot more and it adds that extra tension. And when I go up, I really like to squeeze my glutes to get that extra tension on them, and I do find that this exercise in specific is much easier than the Romanian deadlifts. Now this exercise right here is the OG for the booty gains. If you don't do this workout, please do, because honestly, this is the workout that you must do when wanting and getting booty gains. Like the other compound movements, I also like to do 5 sets of these, and I either do 10 or 8 reps depending on the weight. I used to do hip thrusts with the Smith machine, and I really hated it. I could not do them, and so I switched to the barbell, and ever since I switched, I've just seen so much progress in my glutes, and it's just amazing. As for the form, always make sure that you have your chin tucked in and you're looking forward at all times instead of looking to the side or to the ceiling. Also, try not to let the weight touch the ground, just so that you have more control of the bar, and make sure that your knees are not passing your feet. For extra tension, I do like to add the band, just so that it gives me, like I said, more tension, and also it helps to not let my legs shake, because I always struggle with that when doing really high weights. This next workout is the Dumbbell Sumo deadlifts, and for this one I usually like to do 4 sets of 10 reps. This is sort of like a mix between the Romanian and the Sumo deadlifts. Your knees are not bending as much as it would for the Sumo deadlifts, but just like the other 2 deadlifts, you do have to make sure that your back is straight and not humped. Okay, so for the last workout I did our single leg press, and for this one you literally just place your foot in the middle of the plate and you do as much weight as you can. I'm doing 4 sets of 10 reps per leg. I find that when doing a single leg press instead of both legs, I feel more tension in my quads and my glutes. I'm supersetting the leg press with the single leg press to add a little more burn to my glutes and to really keep that tension going.